Here we're mixing addition with multiplication, but we still need the same thing. We still need to deal with the factors to be able to find common denominators with factors. We still need the factors for the simplifying, multiplication, and division, the times and divide, and the top and bottom. And we also need the factors for the restrictions. So I'm going to first factor. So I end up with x plus 5, x plus 2, plus 1 over x plus 5. Then we have our times here, and I'm going to factor the numerator x plus 5, x plus 1, and the denominator is going to be x minus 3, x plus 3. Okay, so we don't need to worry about the factors in the numerator for restrictions, but we do need to worry about factors in the denominator for restriction, because that's our divide by 0. So x is not equal to negative 5, negative 2, positive 3, and negative 3. Okay, so we've got all our divide factors taken care of. We should always try to simplify fractions when possible. So if there are any common factors I can simplify, I can't simplify these because this is connected by plus. Until we get rid of that plus, we can't simplify these factors here. So I need a common denominator, so I'm going to multiply by x plus 2 on the denominator, and I have to do the same in the numerator. So I'm just going to change these brackets. So I'm going to end up with, I have got my common denominator. I need to add this expression, so I'm going to just make sure I keep my brackets, because if that was a minus, I have to make sure that whatever's on the other side of that has to be all the same. Okay, so this is a plus, so this is less worrisome. We end up with x plus 5, x plus 2. So I just need to combine my like terms, and then I can go ahead and do the multiplication. But I need to make sure I keep track of all these parts. So I'm going to make sure I bring this all down. So there's a lot of stuff here, so it's really important that we keep good accounting and make sure that we keep track of everything for each step. So here we end up with x plus 4 over x plus 5, x plus 2. We have some common factors here which will cancel out. Now that x plus 5 and that x plus 5 can cancel. And it looks like really that's the only factors that will cancel. So I have an x plus 5, divide and times that undo each other. This is all connected by times. It's all times and there's no pluses. And just as long as I group that together as all one piece. It's all connected by multiplication and division. There's no other common factors in the top and bottom. So I can then state my final answer. It's going to be x plus 4 times x plus 1 in the numerator, x plus 2, x minus 3, x plus 3 in the denominator. It's the same thing, except now we're doing subtraction, but again I still need to factor. So basically I need to factor everything. So here I'm going to end up with 3x, two numbers that multiply to negative 10 and add to negative 3 are negative 5 and positive 2, minus, make sure I contain that, two numbers that multiply 16 and add to 10 are x plus 8, x plus 2. Make sure you factor the common factor out of here first. So there's a common factor of 2. So I'm not going to bother factoring until I've taken out my greatest common factor. And that makes this factoring much easier. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 40 and have a difference of 3. So getting a common denominator here, I'm missing an x plus 8 here. So I need to multiply top and bottom by x plus 8. And this, on the minus side of this, I have missing an x minus 5. I need to multiply by x minus 5. Okay, I'm going to leave this, I'm going to factor that in my next step, but I'm trying to get my common denominator to subtract first, and then I'll worry about the multiplication. So multiplying through 3x squared plus 24x minus, and this is really important that you keep track of the minus, pluses and minus here, because we're going to subtract everything on the numerator here. So it's going to be minus x minus 5. So that's really a plus 5 in there. My common denominator is x minus 5, x plus 2, x plus 8 times factor of 2, so make sure I keep that as a factor. 8 times 5 is going to give me 40, so plus 8 minus 5, and that's an x plus 3. And whenever we can, we always check to see that we can simplify these fractions. So this doesn't simplify here. I can see that an x plus 8 will simplify with an x plus 8 here. So this is in factored form. This is connected by times. So I have to kind of treat this whole thing as a factor until I combine like terms. So let's combine the like terms. We end up with 3x squared plus 24x minus x. That's plus 23x. This is where we have to be careful. This is a minus, minus, or a plus 5. Okay, so then we have times 2. Now, since this multiplication, I need to really make sure that I group that together, because that's really one multiplication piece, because I have a bunch of pluses in there. I can't mix that with times. I need to express this all as multiplication. That is a multiplying piece, so we have to group that all together. So if I just leave it open like that, that'd be a problem, because I'm just going to, it would imply that's 5 times 2 only. So we end up with x plus 8. X minus 5. Now we've got everything connected by times and divide. I should see if I can factor this still. So I'm going to check to see if this is factorable. So 3 times 5 is 15. There are no two numbers that multiply to 15 and add to 23 that are whole numbers. So we can assume that this is, well, we know that this is not factorable. So this whole thing now represents a factor. Okay, so we have to make sure that we group this all together and keep it all together as one factor. I can now, since I've got everything connected with times and divide, there's no pluses in here, I can now cancel out common factors. I've got minus 5, and it looks like those are the only things that cancel. So I'm going to rewrite this as 2 bracket 3x squared plus 23x, and this is really key that you have to keep that group together as one factor. And that looks like I got all the factors in the numerator. Those are my factors in the denominator. Nothing will simplify. Please don't do things like this where we cancel this 2 with this 2. That 2 in the numerator is a times 2, so that would be okay, but this is not a factor. It's connected with plus. It's not a factor, so the whole bracket, I have to consider the whole bracket a factor, not just part of that bracket. So there it is. There's my final answer. There's no, since this is not factorable, there's no more common factors to simplify out. I do now think that, yeah, I forgot to state my restrictions, so make sure you state your restrictions. X is not equal to 5, -2, -8, and this one here, -3. We don't worry about factors in the numerator, okay, because we don't worry about dividing 0, we only worry about dividing by 0, so that's only the factors in the denominator.